8 balls are not rare in magnet structures, but there aren't many toys that can make good use of 8 balls. This issue introduces Proxy Agent Studios' new product, Leap Monthly Contract Promotion. We all know that Agent Studios starts from the Watchtower, whether it's Mecha Soul, the Xianwei Shedrao Poison Fang set, and the recent Iron Curtain are all priced high. Many players love Agent products, but price keeps them at bay. So, the Agent Studio developed a brand new series called Carry Park. It aims to provide players with small, portable, and affordable titles. The Leap Moon Push card is the first piece in this series. What I have in hand is a sample of the Founders Beta version. It is about 45 mm longer than 20 mm and 20 mm thick. 13 mm thick. It weighs more than 24 grams and is about the same size as Top B, with one side made of acrylic material. 2 simple tapered waistlines outline the shape of a two-headed snake. The central metal mount is printed with the product series and name. On the other side, also extends symmetrical waistlines, stainless steel counterweights, engraved with anti-slip patterns and a perfectly balanced slope. It provides a comfortable point of effort. It can be said that its appearance showcases Baixiang's consistently high level of artistic expertise. Simple and sophisticated, full of futuristic technology, it starts with several gameplay options. Next, let's look at the structure. Overall, it uses a quick-release design of the Willows, divided into upper parts covered middle boards. The lower shell consists of 3 parts. The core middle plate is made of unfinished steel. One side is embedded with 4 magnets, and the corresponding lower shell also has 4 magnets. Buck's magnet firmly adheres to the line for good attack and kill control. After installing the plate, it's very stable with no slippery feeling. The middle edition has another layer with a dense horizontal boulder track. There are 4 grooves on both longitudinal sides and the corresponding sides of the upper cover. Fiber columns or 2 mm diameter can be used. The beads are made of fiber smooth, and the blocks are made of PI material. 2 very thin ball head plungers are inserted horizontally to match the trend track. Provides a mechanical feel when pushing. Vertically, 1 large and 2 small magnet holes are reserved for this. The corresponding top cover also features 3 magnets of the same level. Inserting different numbers of magnets inside the slip can adjust the tactile feel. At the same time, one side of the magnet inside the slip pad attaches to the top cover. On the other hand, the bucker ball is attached to secure the upper rod. Here's the key point. First, the traditional magnet pusher we play with is at the start. It's clearly a top and bottom attraction. Why does repulsion occur when pushing and bouncing up? It is falling. This is a bit worth reviewing. In junior high physics, we learned that magnetic field lines outside magnets start from the N-level. Back to S-class. When pushing one N-class magnet between 2 S-class magnets, its magnetic field lines are exactly similar, which is why it bounces first. As they continued moving, N-tier drew closer to the next S-tier, so it reattached. Second, why are these 3 magnets all standard for the same grade, but no reverse mount in the middle? Why is the middle magnet bigger? Why can 8 balls directly skip the middle magnet? These 3 questions can be answered together, but let's first look at the magnetic field line diagram. First, before the 8 balls become balls, it's also a cylinder and it has NS grade, so even after turning into a ball, it still has NS grade. Secondly, the larger the magnet, the greater the magnetic force. The denser the magnetic field lines and the more they escape, the smaller the arc. When pushing backward, the Bach ball rolls forward under the force of friction. The NS level has already shifted. When you get close to directly above the large magnet, the magnetic field lines repel each other. That's why the 8 balls skip the big magnet directly. The diagram makes it even more intuitive. At the initial state, the 8 balls attract the magnetic field lines of the magnet below. When pushing 8 balls forward, the 8 balls are under friction pressure. Magnetic rush causes deflection. As you can see, in this state, a large portion of the magnetic field lines still attract each other. But when the 8 balls were pushed almost above the large magnet in the middle, at this moment, his magnetic lines are repelling. That's why the buck ball skips over the big magnet in the middle. It directly attaches to the end magnet. Moreover, when the buck ball bounces up under repulsive force, it would be blocked by the narrower building in the middle. I would fly out with large hollowed-out ends that were convenient for grabbing buck balls. Not to mention just this clever design. With these design details, the agent really nailed the magnetic lines. Got it? And it must have been through countless attempts to answer. So why should you follow me? Because here you can hear other ups who don't speak up. Hardbox practical tips that can't be explained clearly. Buck balls have another feature. That is, the contact surface with the magnet is only 1 point. So when jumping from one magnet to another, Because the contact point is small and the adsorption is overworked, it can generate brief high-frequency vibrations. This tactile feel is quite moodly with a sense of impact at the end. It also has high-frequency micro-vibrations and repeated rubbing, continuously stimulating your dopamine. Of course, Leap's cross-border pushing also needs further optimization. For example, grooved knife lines can be treated more cleanly and smoother. For example, you can try making palm or peak medium boards to improve smoothness. It also enhances vibration transmission. So, is this new product your thing? Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments section and bullet chat. If you want to learn more valuable content, you can follow me, join the fan group to watch, give me a recommendation. No Hua Yuan. In vain to meet again next time.